Drake,
Sabrina,
Bad Bunny.
Slater.
Chapel.
Jay-Z. Is the song of the summer dead? Yes, no, and why? What's up, guys? I'm Carl Cherry, the head of urban music for Spotify, and this is Play by Play, a show where editors discuss music and culture. And today, we're going to talk about, is the song of the summer dead?
I'm Cecilia. I'm on the editorial team focusing on global hits.
I'm Talia. I'm also on the editorial team and I look after pop music.
And I'm DC. I'm the Latin music expert.
Song of the Summer is a long-standing tradition. Each year, for as long as we can all remember, we come to some kind of consensus about the Song of the Summer. We debate about the Song of the Summer, but in recent years, there's been a growing conversation about whether or not the Song of the Summer is dead. So let's start by defining the concept. Talia, how would you describe the Song of the Summer?
A song that makes you feel good during the summertime, that's often vibey, up-tempo. You can enjoy it with your friends and remember a core memory from summer that you attach to it.
DC, you're nodding along?
I agree. I think, a song that takes over the summer, but also becomes like bigger than your personal taste because it's all over the place and you can't miss it.
Yeah, I think the ubiquity of the song of the summer is a big component. It's not just that it's the perfect mood, although I agree. All the best songs of summer they tend to be more up-tempo. They tend to be happier. They often directly invoke or reference summertime. But I think the ubiquity is what really helps it break through. It might originate in a certain audience, but then as it grows, it starts to connect with different people from different audiences from all over the world. And that's what makes it the song of the summer.
I like what you said about ubiquity because I think songs of the summer have to be experienced in a community setting of some type, whether it's like the nightclub or like festivals or whatever.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's also there's an in real life element to it.
Absolutely. Okay, so I referenced the shift in perception of the song of the summer. It does feel like there's been a shift in the way it's experienced and perceived pre and post pandemic. What do you guys think are the factors that have affected the way we experience the song of the summer?
I think pre-pandemic is key to what the song of the summer was. And during that era, there was a lot of factors. DJs were big. The radio at that time had a stronghold in music. You got into your car and the way the radio's programmed, the song is played like 5 times an hour.
Yeah.
Having that stronghold and having that power to be like, this is the song of the summer. Post-pandemic, I think everybody learned how to listen privately. And nobody was telling us what to listen to anymore. I think a lot of the audience, their musical palette expanded and provided more songs of the summer.
You touched on it, but I wanna piggyback on something you said because I do think part of the issue in the way we perceive it is that we don't live in a monoculture anymore, and there's audience fragmentation. So we are all experiencing different things at the same time. So it's harder for us to reach a consensus. You were about to say something, I think.
No, same. I was just
I
nodding
stole your answer.
enthusiastically in agreement. Yeah, I think that transformation applies not just to music, but to all facets of culture. We used to exist in a space where a lot of what was commercially successful was sort of defined for us and accessible to all of us. And now it's still accessible, but there's just so many different options that audiences are segmented a little bit more, which is really exciting. I like that we have a long list of songs of the summer that encompass a huge range of genres and moods. But I do also miss the moment of going outside in 2017. I remember walking on the boardwalk in Wildwood, New Jersey, and hearing the song Despacito 78 times in a weekend. Could not have missed it.
Yeah.
Happily, I was living in Despacito, and I feel like we might have lost a little bit of that in the last couple of years.
We did. Club culture, I feel, died, at least here in LA. So, you had the radio playing it. You went to the mall, you heard that song at your favorite store. You got in the car, song's playing again. You went to the club. Now it's not there anymore.
Wasn't that espresso? And that was only 2 years ago?
I'd like to posit that to you guys.
Yeah, for us.
You guys are stepping on my job here. I have a question to ask. What I was gonna ask, what was the last unanimous song of the summer?
For me, is Old Town Road. I
Oh,
think,
wow.
Hip hop, country, sports, just the cultural factor of that song really elevated that song to everyone and became as massive as it was for summer.
Definitely. Yeah, agree. On Despacito, One Dance before that.
Mhm.
But I truly think, yeah, Espresso for me was everywhere. And I think people who aren't even into pop music were hearing it every single place they went. So obviously there were many other songs that summer as well. It was a really great summer for all these big anthems. But Espresso, the video, she's on the beach, everything about it ticked the summer box.
Oh, you're waiting on my
Yeah,
espresso.
I
Tell
wanna
me what you
hear-
got.
Yeah.
Actually, listen. I couldn't escape that damn song.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that negatively. It's going back to ubiquity, right? Like when it reaches a level of penetration where someone who's outside of an orbit still experiences it, whether I'm like at a coffee shop or at the gym, it was
Yeah.
everywhere. But summer of 2024, Not Like Us,
Mhm.
was inescapable in a way that we haven't seen in a while. It became an anthem that reached far beyond the battle, right? You saw the viral videos of
Yeah.
like the men's basketball team at the Olympics playing it after wins, the bar mitzvahs, videos going viral. So it was anyone that could identify with "You're Not Like Me" appropriated that song in a while.
If I give you a current one that I feel had almost that ubiquity, was DTMF,
Mhm.
Bad Bunny. I mean, the message of the song connected with everybody around the world. You saw it translate out of Latin music. You saw people in Asia and Europe, really embracing the song because of the message.
I don't want to go off book too much, but I feel like one thing that all three of these songs have in common is like the hook.
Hmm.
Like there's an element of this song that is like for singing along, for putting in your Instagram captions. Like in the case of DTMF, one thing that really struck me was when it came out, people were actually like translating the lyrics into
Yeah.
their native tongues and like sharing on social media, which was new. Like he was already the biggest star in the world, but that felt like a new echelon where people weren't just like partying to his music and vibing to it, but actually like reading it like a poem. Are there other songs that have that, like, there's one hook that is just like so inescapable and that's what helps it transcend to other contexts?
I think this year, Choosing Texas might be that one.
Mm.
Or I feel like it's transcended outside its genre. Definitely into pop. I don't know about in your worlds, but that feels like a hook that people can make about themselves.
I like it. Didn't reach my orbit. I
Not yet.
actively sought it
It's
out.
the
No, I
beginning
saw-
of summer.
No. Full transparency. I listened to that song this morning. It's a
Mhm.
great song,
Yeah.
but I'm not experiencing it, out in the world
Yeah.
in the same way that, let's say, I was experiencing espresso.
Yeah.
But maybe if you take a summer vacation to Texas this year, you'll find that moment for you.
I will be in Texas at some point this year for
Okay,
Here we
sure.
go.
great.
Photo of you
Here we
in
go,
Texas,
yeah.
having chosen it. That's going to be perfect.
Okay, so I mean, we talked about choosing Texas, but what other songs so far have the potential of becoming the song of the summer this summer?
Well, we're really excited about the song Dance by Slater. This is an artist that we have been so in love with for such a long time, and put out this unbelievable project this year called Worst Girl in America. What's helping this song a lot is not actually like a sung hook, but the riff at the beginning of the song, which we've seen just catch fire on social media recently. But crucially, there's also this in-person element. She performed it at Coachella. She performed it at a couple other festivals this year. Talia and I saw it played on a boat encircling Manhattan in the dead of night, and it also got a very solid reception on Slater Boat.
Yep.
That's a song that I think really has legs to permeate. The album itself is not strictly pop, like it plays with electronic, it plays with rock elements, and so it's already like baked in that it's gonna have the ability to transcend into other spaces.
Yeah. And one of those outdoor moments that we're talking about, the festival moment that Slater's having, is kind of what we saw 2 years ago with Chapel and Sabrina and Charlie. All these girls who'd had this trajectory, been loved for about 10 years, and this was the moment to break through. So there's something about summer festivals and having that breakthrough moment. So that's why we're really excited about that song.
I mean, if we're adding cultural factors to this, I think Shakira and Burna Boy Die Die, because it's the World Cup anthem and it's being put in front of a lot of people. And it's a sound that's a global sound that, that can resonate around the world.
I think Drake is in the early stages of having his biggest summer since Scorpion. That's 8 years. If you guys remember, around that time he was God's Plan was tailing off, but still resonating in the summer. Nice for what? In My Feelings. And then Travis Scott comes out with Astroworld, and he's on sickle mode. So it's all these things happening at the same time. And with Janice, Shut the Up, and sorry, sorry. That's the way. That's the title. Janice with Janice, Shut the Up, and Shebang. I'm already seeing a thing where DJs are playing both back to back at parties. And Janice feels like the more mass appeal crossover record, and Shebang is the fun cultural one.
As the person in this conversation espousing Drake, is there anything different about like summer 2016 and today? Like, do we feel like we're hearing the songs in the same context, like nightlife,
It's,
or is it not so much?
it's not the same. 2016 is the year that led to hip hop becoming the #1 genre in the US for the first time. So in 2017, when that story came out that hip hop surpassed rock for the first time as the #1 genre in the US, it was based on 2016 data. So hip hop has always been cultural, but now because of streaming reaching a certain scale, it was getting the numbers to back up the cultural relevance. And I mean, we're talking about views, Drake.
Right.
Like he's strategically dropping features, Lucy's, just to like warm up the climate. So it's just this onslaught of songs. And the other thing about nightlife, I always like to describe the 2010s, especially like the second half. Like the hot song of the moment when you went out was like something that people were waiting for. If Hotline Bling is the song of the moment and the video just dropped, people are going out and they're waiting for Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
And when a DJ drops it, everyone's like, ah, it's like a sporting event. And then everyone dances like Drake in the video. It was like, it's the energy you felt partying in that time is it's unlike anything I've ever seen. And now, even when I reference Shebang and Janice or other songs, or like the songs of the last few years that resonated, it's not quite the same energy when you go out, even when it's a warm reception.
Maybe some of that has been taken by online discovery.
Yes.
Like it's still big, the numbers are still big, it's still permeating a lot of different music listenerships, but it's not all happening outside.
All right, time to answer the question. Is the song of the summer dead? Yes, no, and why? Let's start with you, Talia.
No, there are just multiple for different people.
Yep.
I don't think the song of the summer is dead. I do think with the multiple songs, it loses a little bit of its power and a little bit of the excitement. And I hope that we return to a place where there's room both for lots of different audiences enjoying all kinds of different songs, but also there is one true ruler at the end of the summer that does define the season for the biggest possible number of people.
As of right now, the song of the summer is dead.
Oh.
You know, we have options. We have songs of the summer, you know, songs.
Songs.
So like, you know, that's why we're having this conversation. And yeah, I do believe it could come back. You know, we could give it a CPR, you know, hopefully something picks up. But as of right now, I think it's dead. But that doesn't mean the music is dead. It's just the way we, you know, the audience takes in the music now.
Remix of Choosing Texas coming soon, maybe.
Well done.
Is that what we need?
Well done.